Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Simply Street English podcast. My name is Jake, and if this is the first time you're hearing this podcast, then welcome. If you've been here before, then you are also welcome. This podcast is all about trying to help you listen to spoken English in a really relaxed and simple way. I'll speak clearly and slowly so you can understand it, and hopefully it's interesting as well. So, before I start, just want to let you know. So, remind you that I have a Patreon page. If you'd like to see all the transcripts for every single episode, you can go to patreon.com/the Simply Street English podcast, or just I think it's Simply Street, so there's no the. And you can get all the transcripts and see all the words and read through as you listen. But it's absolutely free if you want to just listen along, and that's fine too. So put your headphones in, go for a run, go for a walk, and listen to some English. Today I'm going to be talking to you about 10 compound verbs, which I really like because they are used really, really commonly, used really frequently, used a lot in English. If something is frequent, it means it's done a lot, okay? So I frequently brush my teeth. I do it a lot, so at least once a day, maybe more sometimes. Anyway, you can frequently wash your hands too. I do that a lot more frequently than I brush my teeth. Anyway, too much information. So, just going to start with some compound verbs. So, a compound verb is a verb made up of two different words. So I'm pretty sure it's a verb with an article, I think, or a particip. I honestly don't know. I should have looked it up. Anyway, it's made up of two different words. Okay, so it's not enough to just know the individual 2 or 3 words. You have to know these compound verbs together. So let's look at the first example. To give up. Give up. It means to stop doing something, which is something usually like a habit or an activity or something that is going on, something that is happening. For example, you can give up smoking. You can give up doing your homework. One of those things is better than the other. So you can say, I gave up smoking last year and I feel so much better now. I gave up. So that's the past form. You have to know the present and the past to be able to use these. So here's another one for you. During Lent, some people give up chocolate or social media. What would you give up? So give up. Yep, to stop doing something. Number 2, to look after. To look after means to take care of someone or something. So can you see how it doesn't mean look or after? The two words put together mean something different. Look is to see, and after is the opposite of before. But you put it together and there's a completely different meaning. So, for example, can you look after my dog while I'm on holiday? Yeah, I'll look after your dog. Parents look after their children until they're old enough to look after themselves. To look after, to take care of someone or something. So you need to look after yourself. Look after yourself. Stay healthy, stay happy, keep running. I like running. Speaking of running, the third compound verb is to run out or to run out of. So it's pretty much made up of 3 words here. 3 words. To run out of something is to use all of something, kind of to use it all up and to have nothing more left. For example, we've run out of milk. Can you grab some from the shop? We've run out of milk. How? We drank it all. We've run out. The car ran out of petrol halfway through the journey. So there you go. There's the past tense form of to run out. I ran out. You ran out of petrol halfway through your journey, so you had to get some more. You had to go and pick up some more from the shop. Speaking of picking up, pick up is the next compound verb. To pick up is to collect something or someone. Also, it can mean to kind of learn, right? To learn something. So depending on the context is really, really important. So I will pick you up at 6 o'clock tonight. That is obviously talking about going to collect somebody. I will pick you up. What time will you pick me up? I'll pick you up at 6 o'clock. A past version of it would be something like, did he pick you up, or were you picked up earlier? Another example, children pick up languages quickly. So that time, pick up in that context means to learn something, to pick it up, right? So if you pick up the guitar, actually that can mean you literally pick the thing up, right? So you could pick up a guitar and say, I've picked up the guitar pretty quickly. And actually, it can mean that you learned it pretty quickly. Just depends on the context. That's a bit confusing, I know. Number 5, to turn up. So to turn up, you can usually say turn up to something, right? So it means to arrive or appear, and it can be unexpectedly, but it doesn't have to be. For example, he turned up at the party even though he said he wouldn't come. Another example, I was waiting for my food delivery, but it never turned up. In colloquial English, so in slang English is another word for colloquial, right? In chatty language, to turn up also at some point meant, and probably still does mean, turn up. It kind of means to have a party, sort of, or to go a bit crazy. So if you go to the party and you turn up, we turned up at the party. Yeah, I don't know if people still say that, but yeah. Anyway, number 6, to break down. If something breaks down, like a car or a machine or something that should really run by itself or work, that is to break down. But also, there is a double meaning. There's another meaning. It can also mean to become very emotional and to kind of have a breakdown, like a car breaks down. Sometimes people can break down emotionally, right? So for a car, you'd say, my car broke down on the motorway. What a nightmare. Did it break down in a dangerous place? Well, yeah, on the motorway, we broke down. And if your car breaks down, you might also break down in tears or something. So you can say you had a breakdown and you broke down when the car broke down. Oh yeah, it's a bit confusing, isn't it? So a car can break down and you can break down. Maybe if you hear some bad news or something, you can break down. Or as a noun, I think it is. Is it a noun? Oh, I don't know. I'm so tired today. You can have a breakdown, and that is written as one word, breakdown. As a bonus, a breakdown can also mean, right, a summary of something. So if your boss says, okay, give me the breakdown on last night's meeting or yesterday's meeting, you can give them a breakdown about the meeting, and hopefully you don't break down in the process. I think I would break down a little bit if I were learning English right now with all these different meanings. But it's all about the context, okay? Number 7, to find out. To find out means to discover or to learn something. Often it can be, suddenly you can find out, or by accident, or if, to find out, it's like you kind of, something, you realize something, and you were not meant to, maybe, sometimes. Or it can be just something exciting, like, I just found out that my cousin is getting married. That's an example. That's not true of me. I'm just saying it's an example. How did you find out about this job opportunity? How did you find out? Are you going to find out? Who knows? So to find out, that's a really useful one. Number 8, to put off. To put off is to delay or to postpone something. If you postpone something, it means that you've not cancelled it, but you've put it off to a later date. And there you go, I've used put off as an example. I keep putting off going to the dentist. I hate it. That's what you can say. For example, again, we had to put off the meeting until next week. Or you can say we had to postpone it, okay? Postpone is a good one. Good word. So I will not put off number 9. Let's get on with it. Oh, and it's actually to get on with, right? So to get on with something means to just do it, to get on with it. Your boss gives you some work and says, can you please get on with it? Or you say, thank you for the work. I'm going to get on with it. Or, yes, depending on the context, to get on with someone means that you get on well, that you are friends to a degree, that how do you say you get on well without using the phrase? If you get on well with someone, you enjoy being together, you have fun together, you have, it's chill, you get on together. So to get on with someone is to have a good relationship with them, or to get on with something is to do or to continue doing, right? So, for example, I really get on with my flatmate. We have a right laugh. It means you have a good relationship. You get on together. It's cool. It's relaxed. The second example will be, let's stop chatting and get on with our work. So, I'll stop chatting about this number 9 and I'll get on with number 10. How about that? To take off. Okay, this can mean a few different things. So for example, to take off your clothes, like at the end of the day, you take off your socks, I hope, before you get into bed. Or it can mean for something to kind of take flight, right? So for a plane can, like an aeroplane, right? To take off, it means it goes into the air, like it leaves the ground. So for takeoff and landing, please stow your tray and have your seatbelt on. Another example in the other context, please take off your shoes before entering the house. So actually what we've learned today is that a lot of these compound verbs can have different meanings depending on the context. So try and use some of these yourself and listen for the context, okay? And there are so many more compound verbs that you need to learn. Maybe I'll do some more episodes, but this is just a nice short episode. And I hope it's been useful for you. And let me see if I've got anything else to say about phrasal verbs. Are we calling them phrasal verbs, not compound verbs? Maybe I've said it wrong the whole time. I think it might just be another name for it. Anyway. Yes, it's just another name. Okay. So some more phrase. Yes, just remember they can have multiple meanings. So pay attention to the context. Righty, it's time to upload this. Although, there you go. It's time to finish the episode. Have a good weekend, everyone, and keep learning English. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.